Welcome back. In the world of military observation, there is a famous saying, an aircraft carrier is a symbol of ultimate power, but it is also the most expensive target in modern warfare. In April 2026, a report from USNI News sent shockwaves through the global shipbuilding industry. The U.S. Navy is conducting a comprehensive design review of the Ford class before signing the contracts for the next two supercarriers, CVN-82 and CVN-83. Why is a project that has already consumed tens of billions of dollars and decades of research being put back under the microscope now? Could the $13 billion masterpiece, known as the USS Gerald R. Ford, CVN-78, be hiding fatal flaws? Today, we aren't here to talk about theoretical specs on a datasheet. We are here to dissect the hidden truths behind the upcoming names, USS William J. Clinton and USS George W. Bush. This isn't just about building more ships. It's a total cognitive overhaul to answer one question: how does a 100,000-ton mass of steel survive in the era of hypersonic anti-ship missiles? But to understand the life-or-death changes coming to these future vessels, we must first go back to the beginning. We have to look deep inside the beast that is the Gerald R. Ford to see the cost of being a pioneer and why its early struggles are the Navy's most valuable assets right now. USS Gerald R. Ford, CVN-78, when technology outpaces reality. The Gerald R. Ford was never meant to be a simple upgrade of the Nimitz class. It was a total redefinition. To operate the systems of the future, the Ford required a completely different heart, the A-1B nuclear heart. The Ford class features two Bechtel A-1B nuclear reactors, providing 3 times the electrical capacity of the Nimitz class. This power isn't just for propulsion, it's to feed a massive electronic nervous system. The core issue: massive power is the prerequisite for directed energy weapons, lasers, and railguns. However, real-world operations on CVN-78 showed that managing this high-voltage grid in a harsh salt sea environment was a maintenance nightmare. EMALS and AAG, the arrogance of electromagnetics. Instead of traditional steam pistons, the Ford uses the Electromagnetic Aircraft Launch System, EMALS. The advantage: it allows for the launch of everything from ultra-light drones to the heavy F-35C Lightning II with smooth acceleration, reducing stress on the airframes. The reality: the mean cycles between failure, MCBF, during the early stages was a technical disaster. If a single software glitch hits the electromagnetic system, your entire air wing is locked on the flight deck. This is the Achilles' heel that led many, including high-ranking officials, to call the Ford an expensive lab experiment rather than a combat-ready warship. The failures of EMALS and the grid overloads on the Ford created a wave of fierce criticism. However, in the military world, the mistakes of the pioneer are the lessons for the successor. From the cracks in the Ford, a deadlier blueprint is emerging for CVN-82 and CVN-83. So, what exactly is the Navy changing to ensure the Clinton and the Bush become true ocean sovereigns? 2. The blueprint for the future, CVN-82 and CVN-83. The review mentioned by Secretary John Phelan is a process of forced evolution based on the blood-soaked data of CVN-78. Optimizing sortie generation rate, SGR. The Ford class promised a 30% increase in aircraft launch speed. To realize these eye-watering numbers on CVN-82, the Navy is restructuring the Advanced Weapons Elevators, AWE. No more stupid sensor errors. The new ships will operate like a fully automated assembly line, moving bombs and missiles from the magazines to the flight deck at the speed of a Formula One pit crew. Organic power, integrated combat systems. One of the secrets of this design review is the integration of active firepower. Instead of relying solely on Arleigh Burke-class Aegis destroyers for protection, CVN-82 and CVN-83 are being evaluated for vertical launch system, VLS modules, directly on the carrier hull. This would allow the carrier to intercept hypersonic missiles and suicide drones autonomously. The Drone Warfare Command Center. The biggest differentiator for CVN-83 will be its role as a mothership for Collaborative Combat Aircraft, CCA. Rather than just carrying 70 manned aircraft, these new ships will coordinate hundreds of autonomous strike and reconnaissance drones. This requires the ship's central computer, the Aegis on steroids, to have edge AI computing power far beyond what CVN-78 currently possesses. From a glitchy electromagnetic launcher to a global drone coordination hub, we are witnessing a massive shift in America's maritime strategy. But what does all this trillion-dollar tech mean in a shifting geopolitical reality? As America's adversaries deploy their own carrier killers, is this investment a stroke of genius or the final gamble of a naval empire? We must look at the cold, hard facts. The U.S. Navy reviewing the Ford design for CVN-82 and CVN-83 is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of ruthless pragmatism. They didn't build these ships just for show. They built them to maintain the ability to intervene at any flashpoint on the global map within hours. The USS William J. Clinton and the USS George W. Bush will not just be ships, they are messages written in steel. Once the electromagnetic tech is perfected on these hulls, the advantage in sortie speed and survivability will create a technological gap that no other power can close in the near future. If the Navy succeeds in turning the bitter lessons of CVN-78 into the strength of CVN-82 and 83, they will re-establish absolute control over contested waters. The aircraft carrier is not obsolete. It is simply evolving to become more terrifying. However, the higher the tech, the higher the risk. Can a $13 billion ship really be threatened by a $5,000 drone? Or does the US have ace cards they have never made public? Do you believe in the immortal power of the carrier strike group? Or do you think they have become dinosaurs waiting for extinction? The data is on the table. The decision lies with the strategic masterminds. As for the real answer, we will likely see it when CVN-82 officially hits the water in 2029. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to join our strategic analysis community. Goodbye, and always stay alert to what you read between the lines of the news.